Good evening, everybody. I'm Shawn Hansen. You're watching Shawn Hansen's Comedy Corner if we are on TV. This is Dorothy Parker.
God, no. People only call me that when I get in trouble.
Dot Parker.
No, then I sound like I'm playing bingo.
Dotty?
Yes, with a Y.
Parker? Parker.
Yeah, that's how you
This
say
is
it.
from Southie.
Yes, originally from Southie. Yes.
So how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good.
I'm a little upset about this coffee mug situation.
Yeah?
I came here expecting a coffee mug, and it's fine that I didn't get it, but I also noticed that you didn't have one.
Yeah, I don't have one either.
Just want to let your, how many viewers in Burlington? 29,999?
$29.99.
$29.99.
Yep.
Well, they are expecting you because seeing your past episodes, you always have something to drink. Some sort of
always have it.
And
yeah.
you don't. And when we first decided that I was going to be a guest here, you made fun of me.
I
Do you
did.
recall that?
I do not recall it.
Well, I recall it.
Refurbish this memory.
I recall it, and I took it and I ran with it because I wasn't offended. I figured I'd turn it into something comical, maybe. So you didn't have. I'm going to give you a present.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much.
Because what you posted on my Facebook, you goes, oh, so you really think you're a badass, huh? Because that's what I wrote on my Facebook. And I don't think I'm a badass, but, you know, you made it a point to poke fun. So here's a present for you for allowing me to be a guest on your wonderful show.
And you went with green because I have green eyes.
That's exactly correct.
Wow.
Yes.
We can switch to camera 2.
Can I have that
camera
back?
3.
That's
Yeah, of course.
Regift.
Regift. Are you a regifter? You're going to ask for my gift back too?
Of course I'm a regifter. Who doesn't regift?
Oh my God, is this a mug? Wow.
Well, I mean, perfect timing for your lack of beverage receptacle.
Kind of a badass. That's good. Oh man. I'll zoom in for us. That is Dotty Parker.
Hold it up to camera 1.
Because you made fun of me and you were like, oh, you're kind of a badass, so now I want you to know. You'll see my face when you're drinking your morning.
Thank you
What do
very
you drink?
much.
You don't drink Sanka. Who drinks Sanka? Some people do.
Some people do, but I drink.
Are you a Dunkin' Donuts person?
I like Dunkin' Donuts.
What about Starbucks?
I do not go to Starbucks often, but I've been there. I recently won a $15 gift card.
To Starbucks?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're getting a piece of ice.
Yeah?
Yes, for $15 at Starbucks. One piece of ice.
One,
Yes.
just one. Wow.
Maybe a coffee bean.
It'll be good to have that ice, especially around tomorrow, because it's going to be 98 degrees.
I'm excited. I like
Yeah.
the heat.
You do? Not the Miami heat, I hope.
Not the Miami
Oh,
heat.
good.
No.
So I'd kick you off the show.
You would?
Even though I'm a Miami Heat fan, sort of. I like the players down there. I was a Heat fan for 3 years. Are you a sports person at all?
No.
Okay, we'll stop talking about sports and continue talking
I
about
like
mugs.
to mud wrestle.
You like to mud wrestle?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. No, I've never done that. I've
But
always wanted to.
You were on EOM,
I was.
and you were fighting.
I was a fighter.
Yeah?
Yeah, I kind of got my ass kicked.
You did?
Yeah.
Tell me about that scene.
No, it's an pretty
Yeah.
intense scene. Nita Dunn, the director, she cast me as the trash lady.
Yep.
And my job was to be this, rough, big mouth, person who owns a trash company. So she would call up and say, I'm having a problem with my trash. And I'd be like, tough shit, lady. I don't care. Give her an attitude problem.
Yeah.
So we started battling. And her character was tough, but not really exterior tough like mine. So I was like, yeah, I'm on my way. So I show up and walk down a driveway. Now, when we're filming this, right, she's got like a mattress laid down in her driveway. So I'm walking up her driveway. And she's like, all right, I'm going to punch you now, right? So she goes and she punches me.
Yeah.
And I fall. I fall right on the pavement. And I remember her and her husband are standing there and they say, oh, do you want some fake blood? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Yeah. Clocked me right in the mouth. Knocked me down. Yeah. Fat lip.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So
So you did that.
yes.
And
it was a great experience.
And you have a bunch of other acting experiences as
I
well.
do. Yeah, I was a 9-year cast member of Joey and Maria's Comedy Italian Wedding.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I played a drunk bridesmaid.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that was a lot of fun.
So play a drunk in Shawn Hansen's Comedy Corner guest right now.
I don't know. What do you want me to do? You want me to knock things over? You want me to climb over the desk? Because that's what I used to do. I was very physical.
Yeah.
Yes, I was extremely. I used to climb over the guests. You know, I used to just really invade their space and like get in their space. I'd stick a bottle of vodka down my dress. I'd be like, you know, I'd take off my shoes. I'd have a shoe hanging from my hair. I mean, you name it, I did it.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
It was fun.
But ruining up my new mug.
Yeah, well, it turned me into a badass.
It did. And it says it right there, too.
It does,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, it's my mug on a mug.
Say that 10 times fast.
That what?
Say that 10 times fast. Mug on a mug. But what else do you have for acting experience? And when did you start acting?
You know, it was about 2002. Yeah, about 2002. I remember seeing this little ad in this newspaper.
Yep.
And I was just looking through it. They were auditioning for Joey and Maria's up at the Kowloon. And my mother, she's
Yeah.
like a leprechaun from Southie, you know. She says, oh, they're auditioning for that Tony and Tina's showy thing. She doesn't know what the hell she's talking about,
Yeah.
right? I was like, what do I know about that? Because I took an acting class in college and I hated it. I said, I'm never getting on stage. So I was like, yeah, maybe. So I was supposed to go, and a friend of mine was going to go with me, and she blew me off. So I remember sitting in the parking lot saying, should I do it? Should I do it? And I just said, screw it. And I walked in, and I just immediately was like, I love this. I want to be a character. It was fun. I was in a bunch of different productions with them. I was the stripper in the Irish Wake. I was a country western bridesmaid. I was a bunch of different. My main character, though, I played a drunk. It was a lot of fun. I mean, I'm an Irish from Southie, so I kind of had it down. It was kind of a shoo-in.
So that was your favorite role?
Yeah, I mean, but I was so funny because I'm from Southie. You know, my character's this loudmouth, obnoxious, which again, not very hard, but they're from Revere. What do I know about being Italian? You know, I mean, please. I'm like a wet dream for the sun. You know what I mean? I'm so freaking pale. You know, so it kind of had to do my research a little. You know, check things out, and you know, so I had the big earrings. You know, the 20 cans of Aquanet.
Yep.
You know, the red lipstick. It was fun.
That's good.
I had to, you know, I'm like an IROC Z. What is that again? You know.
And when you started, you were living in Southie.
I was, yeah.
9 years ago.
Yeah.
And then you acted for a few years. What did you do for like a day job?
Back then, I had a bunch of different jobs. I've had a ton of jobs, but back then I was working at Comcast, which was really boring. But I was doing my thing.
Yep.
And then where I currently work now, because I left and came back when I moved to Las Vegas, and then I came back. I work at J&P Auto Glass. I'm actually on the van.
I saw that.
Yeah, I'm on the van. Yeah. They did a photo shoot, and they said, who the hell wants to be on a van? And nobody volunteered. I said, you people crazy?
No one volunteered.
Why wouldn't you want to be on the van?
Yeah.
So there's all guys, and then my mug right there.
And that's on Facebook as well.
It is, because
Because you're on Facebook.
I am on Facebook.
Everybody's on Facebook.
Everybody's on Facebook, and now the van. What a snob. I went out, and I was like, the van was coming, delivering glass. I was like, putting it on my Facebook.
How many vans are you on?
12.
12?
12 vans seen throughout the streets of New England, which is funny because usually I'm on the back seat of the vans, and now I'm right straight in the setup, which is a good time. Just unusual. It's a different place to be.
So do people recognize you on the van and be like, oh my God, that's Dorothy? I mean, Dotty.
Yeah, nobody calls me Dorothy.
I did that on purpose.
I know, and I corrected you on purpose.
Oh, wow.
No, some people see it, some people don't. I mean, just the fact that I'm on it, I don't have to be like, hey, I'm on the van. I mean, I'm on it, so.
Yeah.
But,
That's good.
yeah.
That's cool. So J.N. Phillips, how long have you been there?
I worked there for a couple years, and then I left and I moved to Vegas.
Yep.
Yes, and then I'm back there now. Yeah.
So how long have you been with J.N. Phillips in total?
6 years.
6 years.
Yeah. I know a
And-
lot about glass.
Mhm.
Yeah.
A little too much.
A little too much. Yes. Tell me what kind of car you drive. I'll tell you what size windshield wipers you have. It's really
Really?
boring. This is why I do other things on the side.
So I have a 2006 Trailblazer.
Oh God, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What size window would I need if
You
to replace?
need a 24-inch wiper in the back, and then
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm talking crap. I don't know what I'm
You
talking about. Yeah.
So you're not the person to talk to?
Yeah, I'm the person to talk to.
You are?
Yeah, I sometimes fight with customers. It's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm right and they're wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you go to when you know when you're right, you know, people argue with you and they say, no, I'm right. And, you know, you got to stick up for yourself.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Absolutely. I promote fighting with customers. I'm going to lose my job if anybody sees this because I just admitted that I fight with customers.
All right, well, look right into camera one
I do not fight with customers.
and do a promo right there.
Who's hiring?
Do a promo for Jay and Phillips.
You want me to do a promo for Jay and Phillips?
Yeah.
There's a lot more behind your windshield than you think. That's their logo.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yes.
that's good.
But
Now-
they're, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say they were really good and they let me, you know, when I left and moved to Vegas. Yeah, I came back after I came back.
You came back after you
I came back to them after I came back from Vegas.
with your mugshot on the mug.
Yes.
Now, when you were in Vegas, tell me about the atmosphere there and when you were there.
Oh God, how
the
long
lifestyle.
is this show? Vegas is a crazy place. I'm
Yeah.
sure you've been there to party like a rock star for the weekend.
Yep.
Yeah. See, the thing is that when you live there, what happens in Vegas is still going to be there tomorrow because
Yep.
you live there. You can't leave it and then go back to like Minnesota where you
Yeah.
came from. It was a lot of fun, actually, though. I was in a murder mystery. I got killed 5 nights a week. That was a lot of fun. I was in the show from Dill Star Productions called The Sopranos. I only did a few of those shows, and then I kind of wanted to go into my own direction. But I became friends with a lot of people. I became friends with the amazing Jonathan. He was really fun, and I worked in a murder mystery with his sidekick. Her name was Penny Wiggins. She played Psychic Tanya. So I met a lot of really cool people out there. I used to have coffee with them on Sundays in
Oh,
Starbucks.
that's cool. Yeah, and
Because they didn't
Starbucks.
have Dunkin' Donuts out there.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You didn't have that $15 gift card either.
I didn't.
Oh, okay,
Not
no.
nearly as lucky as you.
Now, so when you were in Vegas and you got killed 5 nights a week, what is your dead impression?
Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you, because the whole thing was, it was in a restaurant, right? And nobody knew who the killer was.
Yep.
So me having a very strong Boston accent was awesome because I'm like, oh, I'm here, I'm a tourist. This is so exciting. Who's gonna get killed? Who's in it? Nobody expected me to be in it because I acted like a tourist. So a couple nights, 2 out of the 3 nights I got poisoned, and then one night I died because I got a CD lodged in my throat.
Ooh,
So I would
yeah.
have to leave. I was with my friend, and I was like, "Oh, I'm on my friend's bachelorette party." I was like, "I have your gift in the car. I'll be right back." So I would run out to my car, put on this bloody T-shirt, cover myself top to bottom in blood. I would like eat blood caplets,
Yeah.
right? And I would take the CD and wrap it around my neck, and then they would like cue me, and I would run from my car. I'd bang on the window. I'd like drag my face across the window. There's all these guests in here.
Yeah.
I'd spit blood everywhere, and then I'd come in and I'd make this dramatic death. It's fabulous. I'd be like, It was awesome.
So what did you do first when you realized that you'd be playing the person that got killed 5 nights a week?
Oh, I loved it. I was
Yeah.
so excited. They're like, you don't mind dying 5 nights a week? I was like,
Yeah.
hell no. Because every night I gave it a little different death flair. Yeah, I kicked it up a little every night.
That's good.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And do you have like copies of?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
And is anything on YouTube or anything?
It's not, no.
No.
But I should probably do that. Yeah, I'm not very technically savvy.
Yeah. You do have Facebook though.
I do, but
Yeah.
it's a surprise that I know how to log on. Not really.
I thought our camera woman Nita Dunn helps you with that.
She did, actually. Yeah.
She logs in for
She did, yeah.
you. So tell me the transition into comedy when you started comedy.
Well, I really love improv, and I love theater, and I love being a character. But I just, decided one day, I was like, maybe I can do this. And I knew a bunch of people that were getting involved
Yep.
in it, and I said, maybe this is something that I want to do. So one night, I just decided that I was gonna just do it. I went up to the Winner's Circle up in Salisbury and I wasn't prepared. I wasn't ready. And a friend of mine, he's a comic, is like, go ahead and do it. So I was like, all right, screw it. So I just got up and I was like, I like this. But I noticed it's very different than what I was doing because I was a character. So it was like, go crazy, be nuts, do whatever you want to do because that's not you. But when you're doing stand-up, you know, and plus I was always in an ensemble. So if there was a bad night or there was it was a lot of table work and it was interactive. So if there was a bad crowd, I could just move on to somebody else. Or if I was struggling, I could have a cast member come and help me and bail me out. And I could do the same for them. But this is so different. It's so different. I mean, I'm still so green at this, but I mean, I'm trying really, really hard, you know, and I'm out, I'm hustling, I'm doing my thing, you know.
And when did you start exactly?
It was about November.
Yeah.
The end of November was my first time, but I've been doing a lot, you know. I've really been working it out.
Now, when you're acting, and say you forget like a line or something, you say the cast member that helps you out, are they like off to the side and like
no,
lip a few lines?
Because it's all
something?
improv.
Yeah.
Like in that type of setting that I did, it was all
the
improv.
improv.
Yeah. And honestly, if the audience won't know if you miss a line, but if you're up there on, you know, doing a stand-up set by yourself and you blank, there's no help. You're alone. You're completely and totally like,
what is going on?
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you got to be comfortable up there, you know what I mean, to be able to bounce back. And that takes years, you know. But
How often have you been out since November?
I probably try to get out 3 to 4 times a week. I just go wherever. I just finished up Dave Radigan's class, and we just had our graduation in the Oniontown Grill. Paul D'Angelo headlined. I've met a lot of people, and I've networked with a lot of different comics. So I'm doing a lot of different things.
That's good.
So, yeah, that's how you do it. It's all about networking.
And Dorothy Parker is a different person.
She is. She's my mother.
This is Dotty Parker.
Oh, yes.
Dorothy Parker's from Minnesota, right?
I don't know. No, she's from Salvia. It's my mother's name.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, my mother's name is Dotty. My mother's mother's name. My father's mother's name was Dotty. You have 2 aunts. It's ridiculous. Wow. Yeah, it's stupid.
They're all Dotty.
Yeah,
Wow.
but I'm the coolest one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the bug.
They're not bad.
And you got killed 5 days a week.
Yeah.
Who does that?
And when I lived in Las Vegas, Shawn, my roommate was a hooker.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yes.
For real or just?
No, for real.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm not making that up. I don't like to be like, hey, my roommate was a hooker. No, that actually happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was a hooker. Yeah.
So how was that, having a hooker as a roommate?
It was interesting. Yeah. I'm really starting to form jokes about it because how can you not write jokes about your roommate being a hooker? I mean, come on, right? That's comedy gold right there.
Yeah.
But I remember going into a place. I'm like a locals person. I'd rather go to like a locals place than like a fancy nightclub, you know? And I remember going to this place. I'm like, oh, you're going to love it. It's open 24 hours. You know, I'm like, you can get free drinks. She's like, we can have people buy us drinks. I'm like, nah, free drinks are way better. So I remember pulling into a parking lot of this place called PT's Pub. It had like the torches outside. It was just a really like cool locals place. So it's not really like in the scene. And she said, we drove in and she said, we can't go in here. And I looked at her, I was like, what are you talking about? It's open 24 hours, of course we can. She's like, look at the cars, Toyota, Saab, Hyundai. And I was like, oh, no, she didn't. No, she didn't.
Oh, boy.
I was like, bitch, I drive a Pontiac, get your ass inside. She didn't want to go in because of the cars in the parking lot.
Because she
It's not her clientele,
Yeah.
you know? She wouldn't make any money. Yeah, it was crazy.
And you were in Arizona for a little
did.
while, too.
I was, yes. I went out there when I was a teenager. I was like 19. I was a little lost in life. And my aunt lives out there, so I was just like, yeah.
Is she a Dotty, too?
She's not.
No?
No, she's not. But her mother was.
Honestly?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I swear to God, it's so stupid.
Dotty Parker family. Should be a sitcom.
But when I was out there, I didn't tell you this part. I was a manager at Burger King for 8.5 years.
Yep.
Yeah, when I was 17, I started as a manager. It was just insane. But I went out there and I was a manager at Burger King out there. I went out for a 2-week visit and I ended up staying for a 1.5 years. So it's a little extended.
Yeah.
Got a job as a manager, fast food. I know a lot about fast food and glass. Yes.
Fast food and glass.
Yes. You know what's funny is that I was listening to Dane Cook's comedy set about him working at Burger King.
Yeah.
My shit's so much funnier. I'm like, oh man. I'm like, that happened to me times 10.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you have on Burger King?
Oh, my God.
What material do you have?
I have a lot. I'm writing a lot. I have an entire set. I'm writing it. But when I worked at the one in Southie, of course. I was a manager. I was breaking all kinds of labor laws. I was in high school, working till 3 o'clock in the morning. It was crazy. But everybody that worked there, they're all Middle Eastern, and there was about 15 Mohammeds.
Oh man.
It's true.
Yeah.
So, and they were all from Lebanon, from wherever, and I had no idea how to talk to these people. I'm like, how do you expect me to properly, communicate with these people and get a staff going here,
Because they're all the same.
Because they're all the same
name.
name, so I labeled them. It's true, I labeled
Yeah.
them. I'd be like, M1, come over.
M1.
I did. I used to make them with name tags.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was funny. But when I lived in Arizona, though, I completely out of my element, you know. I don't speak anything but English, and Spanish is there, so I had, I really did go out, and I had to, form some friends who spoke Spanish so they could translate, but I hated this one guy. We used to fight all the time. And this is, I do a joke about this, but this is actually a true story. This guy was such an ass.
Yeah.
His name was Oscar, and he had green teeth. I hate him. I found out he was a gang member afterwards, so he could have killed me,
Oh man.
but I was lucky he didn't. But I was,
And that would have been 6 nights a week.
that would have been the final death.
Yeah.
Yes. Then I would have never got to die, because this was before.
You wouldn't have got to die because you already did.
That's right. I was already dead.
Oh man. I would have never got a mug.
You would have never
of a
got
mug.
a mug.
Yeah.
Life would have never been the same.
No, it wouldn't have. I can put on my resume, got a mug of Dottie's mug.
That's right.
They'll hire me right away.
It's awesome that you have a mug with my mug on it.
So when did you think of this concept? What store did you go to get this?
I went to that shitty little store in the mall,
Yeah.
the one where I was embarrassing myself because I was like, wait, take another one.
Yeah.
At the mall, it's like where they sit there and they put your face on like a flag
Yep.
or like a mouse pad. But I was like, I want a mug. I was like, Shawn drinks coffee and everybody gets a coffee mug.
Oh boy, that's good.
So I was psychic tonight because you don't have a drink.
You were? Wow.
And I was thinking, is that stupid? And I was like, I don't care, because I don't know if anybody else has given him a coffee mug, so I want to stand out.
This is my first coffee mug.
Whoop, whoop. Yep, that's right.
BA right there.
Yeah, that's right. Bringing it down.
Show them the gang sign.
Can I make one up?
Yeah.
That's
There you
fake.
go.
That's phony. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's not real.
That means that's the transition between Vegas, Arizona, and South.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
It's so funny because I'm such a non-Southie, I have no heroin tracks, which makes me a non-Southie right there. No, but I don't know. I'm not your typical Southie, I don't wear the baseball hat. I'm not like, what up,
You weren't in The Departed.
I wasn't in The Departed, no. But you know what's funny about like Good Will Hunting? The bar that they filmed, the L Street Tavern, that bar used to be called Striggy's, right? And you used to go in there, and that's that bar that walk in and for last call, and you walk out and you're like, ew, and you're itching, and then all of a sudden the movie producers were like, woohoo, we're gonna make this place popular. They kicked the old guys out. They kicked the regulars out. They had to peel them off the seat and toss them.
Now, I'm going to jump into a segment I have.
Okay.
It's actually called Reverse Role, where my guest can interview me for like 2 minutes. And you can be the host, first of all.
Do we switch seats?
I've never done that before.
Well,
But yeah, we'll have to take
Come
off
on.
the mics then.
I mean, we don't have to. I just think that if we're gonna do it, if you're gonna do it,
We'll have to do it.
All right.
Yeah, we have to change seats.
All right.
This is a bad idea, guys.
That's okay. We're professionals.
Okay. Oh, you brought me a gift?
Yeah, it did.
Fantastic. Can I check it out?
Yeah, see what it is.
It's my mug on a mug.
It is.
It's
I
my mug.
figured you like to look at yourself every day.
Oh, how did you know?
And I figured you didn't need to look into only a mirror. You could look at yourself while drinking coffee from
So
Starbucks.
right, so right. So,
Thank you for having me on, by the way.
I'm very excited that you're here. Yes, very excited.
Me too. I'm
You
excited.
like my
about
desk?
it. It's very nice.
Yes, it's fun.
Yes.
So, you're a Red Sox fan?
Yes.
Who's your favorite player?
I like David Ortiz.
You do. Big Poppy, they call him, in case you didn't know.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they do. They call
Wow.
him Big Poppy.
I never noticed that.
There's this rap song.
Yeah.
It says, I love it when you call me Big Poppy. No, it's
Oh.
not. That's not how it goes at all. I completely made that up. Just making sure you were aware that they called him Big Poppy.
Yeah, that's a Biggie Smalls song.
It is.
Yeah.
I got the big.
That was good. I like
Yeah,
that.
I got it mixed up, the big.
You're a good TV host.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. So, so what?
Oh, people can see my, that I have shorts on.
You have shorts on?
Yeah, and sandals.
Shorts? You don't have socks on, do you? Do you
No.
have socks and sandals?
That was one of my previous episodes, though. Actually, wait a minute. No, that
Socks
was
and sandals
bad.
are a bad idea.
Bad combination.
Bad. Who thought of that? Like, why?
I think my uncle did.
Your uncle thought of that?
Yeah.
Really?
Uncle Charlie, which you probably have an Uncle Charlie.
I don't have an Uncle
No?
Charlie.
Everybody has an Uncle Charlie.
No, no Uncle Charlie. No.
Oh, man.
What does your tie say?
It's
it's-
Andy Griffin.
Andy.
Did you watch it?
I did. Don Knotts.
Don Knotts, yeah.
Yes. I thought he was great as Mr. Furley. Do you
He
like him as
was.
Mr. Furley?
Yeah,
Yes. Did you watch Three's Company?
I did. Dotford Parker.
What?
The lower third said Dotford Parker.
Dotford.
Yeah. Jonathan Hansen. So we're on the Jonathan.
What's my name?
Hanson's
Shawnata?
Jonathan.
All right, Shawnata.
Anita.
Oh, Shawnita.
Shawnita.
This is the Shawnita Hansen show.
guess I gotta put
What?
my
What?
Glasses
What?
on.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah.
So if this is my show, that means I can relax, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Great. So, Shawn, tell me, why comedy? No, I'm just kidding. That's so obnoxious.
I don't know. I just figured that I wanted to bore people.
You wanted to bore people.
Yeah, and
How long have you been doing comedy?
0 years.
0 years.
Yes.
It's not even a number. So what made you say, I want to take comics and bring them on here, or be a guest on the Shawnita Hansen show and talk about comedy?
Well, it's because of the Facebook Medium fan page. I saw a bunch of comics liked my page, and I was like, wow, maybe I should like interview them. And then here came Dotty Parker and tearing away the desk. And that's the segment. And we got to go back to regular interview mode.
Okay, we're going to
So-
switch seats.
If you want to do a shot, camera 3 can. Okay. So we're going to stay, and you can close out the show. But
What would you like me to do?
you can do a segment about the changing of the roles. The guest gets to ask the host a few questions, which will pretty much put me back into the TV host.
So you want to become the TV host again?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what the segment is. If-
So then we can have some cool graphic that'll just spin us around.
oh, we have to wrap it up.
We have to
So
wrap
you
it
can
up.
actually wrap my show up.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, I will do that. Can I promo myself on where I'm going to be?
Yeah, go right ahead.
I'm actually doing Dick Doherty's, the contest at Dick Doherty's Thursday night, and I'm doing a benefit for breast cancer on Friday night. And Sunday night, I'm in the Top Dog contest in Worcester, and then I'm doing Providence Comedy Connection next week. So yeah, I'm all over the place.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, so come and see me.
Well, thank you for having me on. And thank you for coming on.
Thank you,
But,
Shawn. I had a great time.
I'm Shawn Hansen, if you can switch to camera 3 or 2. I'm also the director and host.
I'm just borrowing the chair.
So have a good night, everybody. Thanks for coming on, and go to www.shawnhansen.weebly.com. and Facebook.com/Dotty Parker.